Calculate equilibrium price and quantity. To calculate the quantity, we need to take the equation 15 minus 1.5x equals 4 plus 2.5x, which gives us 11 equals 4x. When we divide 11 with 4, that gives us 2.75, which is now x. And because x is also 100,000, we need to times 2.75 with 100,000, which gives us 275,000 flights. To calculate the price, we need to take the equation of 15 minus, in bracket, 1.5 times 2.75, which gives us 15 minus 4.125, which equals 10.875. And because y is 1,000, we need to times 10.875 with 1,000, which gives us 10,875 crowns. Calculate consumer, producer, and community surpluses. To calculate the consumer surplus, we need to take half times 2.75 times 4.125, which gives us 5.67, which is the consumer surplus. For the producer surplus, we again take half times 2.75 times 6.75, which is 9.28, and that is the producer surplus. Community surplus is again a half times 2.75 times 10.875, which gives us 14.9. To calculate the PED, we need to know the change in percentages. Therefore, we take in bracket 12 minus 10.88 divided by 10.88 times 100, and that gives us 10.99. We also need to know the new quantity, which is 200,000 minus 275,000 divided by 275,000 times 100, which gives us minus 27.27. So we take the minus 27.27 divided by 10.29, and that gives us minus 2.65. And because the minus doesn't really matter, the PED will equal 2.65.
Okay, PED calculated. To calculate the PED, we need to find the change in percentage. And so we take in brackets 12 minus 10.88 in bracket divided by 10.88 times 100. To calculate the PED, we need to find the change in percentage. And to do that, we take start bracket 12 minus 10.88 end bracket divided by 10.88 times 100, and that gives us 10.29. And the new quantity, we take in brackets 200,000 minus 275,000 end bracket divided by 275,000 times 100, and that gives us minus 27.27. And to calculate the PED, we take the minus 27.27 and divide it by 10.29, and that gives us minus 2.65. So the PED is 2.65, and that means it is very elastic.
Frequently measure you structure the argument and appeal for more and precise language. Precise language. Oh, I think tourists and air traveling account for 8% for the global greenhouse gas emissions. The country causing the most harm in some of the biggest, richest and richest. Researchers state that in the future people will demand more I cannot pronounce this one.
Luxury. Luxury.
luxury,
Luxury, yeah.
more luxury flights. According to those researchers, this is because the world gets richer. On every flight to New York and back, each traveler emits about 1.2 tons of CO2. If we fly, air travel overshadows all
Just continue.
our other impacts. Air traveling put out much more.
Are you done?
No,
Cool.
pollution.
Pollution.
Pollution than just CO2.
Okay.
Okay.
Klipper bare i det. Og
Så når det er sådan oveni, og så kommer de, og så er vi sådan lidt rundt omkring. Også fordi der er de der fejl, der jeg tror bare, det er nemmere, hvis vi...
altså, vil du bare tage det stykke igen?
Bare det sidste, skal vi bare tage det sidste igen?
Altså hendes. Okay. So I think we're going to have to take just about half the last part of what you said because they came in.
Yeah.
So if we just take from like researchers and then just the rest, just read that again
Okay.
and then we'll put it together.
Researchers state that in the future, people will demand more
Where is it? Oh, luxury. Luxury.
Luxury.
Yeah.
Luxury flights. According to those researchers, this is because the world gets richer. On every flight to New York and back, each traveler emits about 1.2 tons of CO2. If we fly, air travel overshadows all our other impacts. Air traveling puts out much more pollution than just CO2.
Good. Okay. Ugh. Okay. Okay. To calculate the new. Oh, cool. Vi filmer lige EU.
Nå, er I gang i EU?
Ja.
Ja, okay, jeg kom nemlig også op for at lave EU, men jeg har...
Okay, nej, men vi er ved sidste slide. Så hvis du bare lige stille 2 sekunder. Okay. To calculate the new equilibrium price and quantity. Jeg kan slet ikke snakke. Okay. To calculate the new equilibrium quantity, we need to take the equation 15 minus 1.5x equals 6.9. I can ikke. Okay. To calculate... det kan jeg slet ikke tage. Okay. To calculate the new equilibrium price and... okay. To calculate the new quantity, we need to take 15 minus 1.5x equals 6 plus 2.5x. And that gives us 9 equals 4x. So x is 2.25. And then we times that with det klipper jeg lige ud. So that gives us 225,000 flights. And to calculate the new equilibrium price, we take 15 minus start bracket 1.5 times 2.25 end bracket, and that gives us 15 minus 3.375, and that equals to 11.625. So that is 11,625 kroner. Hedder det kroner eller crowns?
Jeg ser bare crown.
And that... det er lige meget det sidste. Det går nok. Tror du ikke?
We will present